67 shedding light on security concerns at a Las Cruces nursing home. This after an elderly man allegedly shot and killed his own son who was visiting on Monday.
It's a need. You know, every business, whether it's construction, whether it's a hospital, whether it's a mall, whether it's a nursing home, has a need for some kind of security.
It's a wake-up call. Those were the exact words from the chief of Las Cruces police following Monday's shooting death. Police say 65-year-old Carl Tracy Harlan was shot and killed by his elderly father, 89-year-old Carl Frederick Harlan, at the Village at North Rise. This isn't the first incident to happen at a senior living center recently.
Live from Las Cruces, Josie Ortegon has taken a closer look at the security measures in place. Josie?
Ricasel, there have been 2 alarming incidents at 2 different senior living centers in the past couple of months. Many private institutions like senior living centers aren't necessarily required to have extreme security measures in place, but some say they should.
I think that should be a wake-up call to these retirement homes. These private institutions that have these elderly population there, they need to wake up and realize that they may have to do more for their residents.
That was Chief Jaime Montoya Tuesday following the murder of Carl Tracy Harlan. Police are still investigating who owned the gun and how it got there. Last February, police say a 25-year-old man visiting his grandfather raped a 50-year-old woman at the Good Samaritan Society. After Monday's incident, the Village at North Rise hired security personnel by Security Concepts.
You don't foresee problems, but you know, they're there.
He says many companies try to cut costs by hiring one person to do duties such as janitorial work and clerical work on top of security, or by cutting down on security altogether.
A lot of times, unfortunately, you know, they'll bypass security for as long as they can until they start having losses, break-ins and stuff, and then they're kind of forced to hire security.
Gonzalez says a lot of times the presence of a guard alone acts as a deterrent, preventing crime. Some residents at the Village at North Rise told us they've never felt threatened.
We've never had any other problems.
Never been a need for any security here.
But Gonzalez thinks one incident is enough.
It's an isolated incident, but it could happen again tomorrow, next month, you know, next year. What's it going to cost?
The Village at North Rise wouldn't offer any comment other than they are cooperating with police at this time. Carl Frederick Harlan is charged with an open count of murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault upon a peace officer. Live in Las Cruces with our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, Josie Ortegon, ABC 7.
Josie, thank you. And again, the Village at North Rise tells us they don't allow guns on the premises. Worth noting, having a gun in a nursing home is not against law in New Mexico. However, it is a violation in Texas.